Hello, 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 hello. I am back. It is a Wednesday night. It is raining hard outside. I am sitting all cozy on my couch. I have my two pillows and my blankie. It's like 10:30 at night. I was gonna just go to sleep, take off my makeup and like go to sleep, but I'm like, no, you know what? I need to make a video. And now I make videos about what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. And basically what I'm feeling right now is something I'm going to say before it leaves my mind is this. You come into this world by yourself, literally. You come into this world by yourself and you leave this world by yourself. You know yourself the longest than you will know anyone because you've been with yourself since day one. You should love yourself so much, and you've been with yourself since day one, every single day, every single minute, every single second, you have been with yourself. So why in the hell would you let a man who you have known for only a few months, few days, few years, who you haven't spent every single second of your life with, who you don't know the inner workings of their mind, who you don't know what they do behind closed doors or what they think about you really or what they talk about behind your back or what they do, and you don't know any of those things, how are you going to put that person before yourself? How are you going to actually let this person disrespect you and keep coming around and keep coming back into your life and keep ruining it, and then you want to go complain to other people and be like, this is what they did, this, like, wake up. Like I said in the beginning, you go into this world by yourself, you leave by yourself. You have been with yourself since day one, every single second, every single day, and you are putting up with a loser who wants to tell you what to do, where to go, what to wear, wants to be controlling, wants to monitor your time, wants to act like he's your husband when he literally can't even ask you to be his fucking girlfriend. Like, who gets to use your body, have access to your body, who gets to come to your place and you go over his and you guys snuggle and watch a movie and sleep together and you cook for him and it's all fun and games. And then he wants to act like he can tell you what to do, how to live your life, how to go, what you can and can't do. He wants to talk down to you. He wants to be rude to you. He wants to treat you like shit. And you are putting up with it. Wake up. I am so sick and tired of seeing beautiful, amazing women that are literally, they are vibrating up here, their bar is up here, they're amazing, they're great, and then they date guys that are down here. And you know what that makes me think? Maybe they're not as good as I think they are. Maybe these women that I think are so amazing and perfect and could get the best guy in the world, you know what? Maybe they actually can't, because they don't think they can't. And if they don't think they can't, then they don't think that they deserve that, and they don't think what they want is actually possible. Good energy attracts good energy. If you have good energy and you stand your ground and you have boundaries, that is going to push away the bad people, the people that are using you, the fake people. It's going to push them away because they're going to be like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You are actually standing firm in your beliefs and your boundaries and what you want. They are so foreign to that because so many people, they say that they don't want this type of guy, this type of girl. They don't want to date somebody that does this, does that. And then they wind up with a person that does that. And they're just like, oh, well, you know, it could be worse. Could be worse. It could also be a whole lot better. What does being with them really add to your life besides comfort? Comfort, and not comfort because you're actually comfortable. You're just comfortable with dealing with their disrespect because you know their disrespect. Their disrespect is familiar, so now it's comfortable to you. Now disrespect is comfortable to you. Now when you actually get treated right and correctly and the right person comes along, you're not even going to know what to do with it because you've been dealing with disrespect for so long. It's going to be like, what is this? I don't even know how to receive this. I don't even know how to accept it. The person that you're surrounding yourself with who's treating you like shit makes me think that in your mind, you're talking to yourself the way that they are talking to you. You are putting yourself down. You are telling yourself that you can't, that you're not good enough. You are telling yourself that you can be bought. Oh, he has money. Oh, he has money. Okay, he has money, but you're still working 8 hours a day and paying your own rent, paying your own bills. Does he really have money? So you're dating a guy that has money, but he's selfish with his money. And if that's the only reason that you're dating him, that doesn't even add up. Because if you're really just dating him for his money, then why are you still working? Make sense of it. And I hate it because it's like I love my friends and my acquaintances and the people that I have in my life, but when I see them going back to losers, dating losers, being with losers, I don't care what kind of money he has, I don't care what kind of car he has, I don't care what kind of this he has, I don't care, because the things that were said and the things that were done and the things that he's done to you are only going to keep happening. And you think that it's going to stop when you get married. If your goal is to, I want to just get married and have kids. I just want to get married and have kids and be a stay-at-home mom. That's all I want to do. That's what I was made to do. Okay. That's what you think you were made to do if you were actually with a good guy that's going to love you, that's going to love that you do that, that's going to support you. But the person that you're with, if you become a stay-at-home mom, is going to call you fat and ugly after you have their kid, is going to treat you like absolute shit after you have his kid. You're going to be expected now, since you're his wife and the mother of his kids, to clean, to cook, to do everything. Meanwhile, he's going to have complete control of the financial situation. You're not going to have a way out. You're going to feel uncomfortable even going into your own house. I'm sorry, but the peace that I have when I am alone, the peace that I have built for myself, and the peace and the solitude that everyone needs to build for themselves, but alone, when you get to that place of you have so much peace and being alone and so much happiness, oh my gosh, it is like laughable to me. Like, I dare someone to come in and try to mess with that. And the person that does dare to come in and try to mess with my peace and my solitude is going to be cut off. The person that comes in and it feels equally as peaceful, I feel equally as at peace, I feel equally as calm. The person that comes in and I could just exist like with them in the room, and it feels like the energy hasn't shifted, and it still feels this beautiful calmness. That person, that's how you know that they're actually a good person to be around and good energy, is when they come in, your form of solitude and peace on your own doesn't change. It either stays the same or it gets a little bit better. And it actually should get a little bit better. If they have good energy and they're the same as you, then that's just two good energies, two people that are high vibrational people, that both are full of self-love, that are both full of self-peace and solitude and confidence and happiness, that when they get together, it's just like electric. It's just magnifying. It's just magnificent. It's something that is beautiful when souls collide, and it is this magnetic energy, but it's because they're both good, solid people. You can't have a giver with the taker. You can't have a good person with the bad person. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to take and take and take and take and take and take and take. They're going to use and use and use and use and abuse and abuse and abuse and abuse. It's like, when will you learn? The comments that I see on these videos, because now that I'm a single woman, I keep getting like TikToks and reels and all this stuff that's like about dating advice, blah blah blah. If he's not asking you to be his Valentine and you guys have been talking for like a month, let's just say a month, whatever, however long it's been, you guys been on a few dates, he doesn't do anything at all. Like, he doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day, he doesn't do anything at all for you, and you guys have been romantically seeing each other for like a month, then he should be like, then that's a big red flag. And I agree with that, by the way. But when I went to the comments and the comments said, I've been with this guy for 6 months and he hasn't even mentioned or said anything about Valentine's Day. I've been talking to this guy for 5 months. And a lot of the girls are saying, like, why did you have to say that? Why did this have to come up on my FYP? Why did this have to show up? He didn't ask me. Now I'm crying and it's 10 a.m. or whatever they're saying. And all I can think is, this is what women are putting up with? This? And that's not even a big example, by the way. That's a very, like, basic level example. When I even look back to the people that I've given chances to, where I was dating somebody who didn't even say Happy Valentine's Day to me on Valentine's Day, didn't say anything. Yeah, made up for it days after, whatever, but it was always something that I brought up when we argued, even like months later. And the reason why is because I never truly feel like I was able to forgive that, because I genuinely felt like, how could you not say anything? How could you not do anything? Because I didn't want to scare you away. That's a bullshit excuse. If someone's able to sleep with you, literally sleep with you, be with you intimately, but not do other things around that, that doesn't make any sense. And that's exactly why, too, I think it's best to withhold being that way, being intimate with somebody for a while until you're at least exclusive or like in a relationship, because it's like you need to see parts of their character. And in that situation, I was exclusive with this person and they still didn't. And honestly, I'm not, obviously not with that person anymore. But when I think back to it, I'm like, that is actually pathetic. And I wish I could, not I wish I could go back in time, but if I ever like relived that experience again, I would have ended it right then and there, because that shows a lot about someone's character. And from that situation, there were other situations that happened that were similar to that character of like, I didn't want to scare you away. I didn't want to say I love you first, but I did love you. I didn't want to bring up that conversation first because I didn't want to scare you. I didn't want to bring up this. It's like, who the fuck are you? Casper the fucking ghost? Are you fucking Chucky? You think I'm going to be that scared away? Like, fucking speak up. Open your mouth. Talk. We were made with a mouth to speak. And in relationships, you have to communicate. Guys that are saying, same as the guys that are like crying, sobbing, begging for you to come back after they cheated on you, after they hit you, after they said something horrible to you, and you let this man back in your life because he cried. Oh, he was so sad. Crocodile tears, I don't care. It is the fakest crying I've ever seen in my life. And I have seen this happen in front of me before, where a guy would like beg on his hands and knees for a chance, another chance with me after completely wronging me. And I'm thinking, your emotions are so exaggerated, and that's how I know that they're fake and they are for attention. Because although the things that you've done to me that are extremely hurtful, and you feel so bad that you're crying on your hands and knees, meanwhile I am not crying from the things that this person has done to me. And you know why? Because I have emotional intelligence to be able to look at the situation and be like, that's actually sad for you because you're an idiot and I know that I don't deserve that. So that's how I would know it's all an exaggeration and a show to try to get you back. But if you're smart enough to know, hey, like, this person is sobbing on their hands and knees for like cheating on me, for example, right? Sobbing on their hands and knees. They know it's over. They know it's done. They know they crossed a boundary and I won't let them back in. But here I am standing strong, not crying and telling them it's over. But yet here they are sobbing on their hands and knees. I should be the one crying, right? But I'm not. So why are you crying so hard? Why are you crying so hard? What are you actually so sad about? They're not sad because of regret of what they did. They're not sad because of they hurt your feelings. Because in reality, it's like, you honestly didn't really hurt my feelings that much. You just proved to me how much of a horrible person you are. You didn't hurt my feelings. You made me reevaluate myself and try to pinpoint what I missed and what I didn't see and what led up to this happening. But I know that I'm strong enough to leave the situation. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm not sad that this happened. Yeah, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little bit like, this is ridiculous, and how could someone do this to me? But that's what it is. I'm not sad like, oh, this person cheated on me, I'm so sad. It's like, this person cheated on me, they suck, they're a horrible person. And I'm not sad because they cheated on me. I'm sad for myself. I'm sad that I had to have this happen to me. Does that make sense? Like, in my past and in situations, it's like my recent breakup, it's like, I'm not sad because of the person and what they did. I'm not sad because they didn't follow through on their word. I'm not sad because they lied. I'm sad. I was sad because I had to go through that, because I had to see myself and be like, I can't believe someone would do this to me. Like, that's sad that someone would actually do this to me, because I'm a good person, because I know my intentions are true, because I know that I'm being honest and I'm being real and that I'm a good person that deserves somebody who's going to be that back. Just like a situation that's happened recently with one of my friends. I don't know how much I can actually talk about it, so I'm not going to get into it too much, but someone was being very controlling. It ended up, not working out. And she's sad about it. And all I can think is, she's not sad because, wow, this person tried to control me. She's sad because it's like, all the effort, all the stuff that I put into this, I'm such a good person. How come this is what I receive? How come this is what I got in return? I'm sad because the person that I thought you were isn't the person that you were. I'm sad because I know what I deserve. And I'm sad that I have to watch myself and almost see myself experience something that I just don't even deserve to go through. That's why. I'm not sad because, oh, I don't get to be with you anymore, because the person that you were isn't the person that you actually really were. It's like, it was this facade. Talk about things, communicate. If you don't like something, say it. If you have certain boundaries, say it. If you like, if there's things that you really don't like in a relationship, say it. Don't hold it back and then explode on someone one day. Don't wait and watch like a sick fuck, waiting for them to do the thing that you dislike. Say what you expect and what maybe you're looking for or what you want. Watch the person and how they act, but don't freaking make them feel like a horrible person because they didn't do something that you wanted them to do. Don't make them feel bad for not following through with something that you expected them to randomly follow through with. That is like a sick game. An example is, let's say you're dating somebody and they're like, I don't want to date a girl that goes out to parties, that goes, and gets drinks with their friends. And I'm not talking about drinking, acting crazy. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to date a girl that goes out drinking. I don't want to date a girl that goes dancing with her friends. I don't want to date a girl that posts a bikini picture. I don't want to date a girl that wears a low-cut shirt on YouTube. And then they date a girl that does that, and then they look at her and they knew that she was like this and they knew that she did this and it is in no way wrong. And then they date her and they go, oh my God, I can't believe you wore that. I can't believe you went out with your friends last night. I can't believe that you drank at that bar. I can't believe. And they try to scold you and make you feel like a horrible person and like, you hurt me, you hurt my feelings. I had an ex do this with bikini pictures. He used to say, I would not be comfortable if you posted a bikini picture. And I was like, even at the beach? And he was like, well, maybe that's a little bit different, but I don't know if I would like that. Then I find out that he's liking girls' bikini pictures. So then, of course, I post a bikini picture because fuck you and you're liking girls' pictures. And he literally was on the ground crying like a little biatch because I would post a picture. I'm sorry. You're the one that's literally in a relationship that told me that you hated when people do that. You couldn't accept the fact that I did it, but then you would go like it other girls. Because that makes perfect sense. And now you're crying on your hands and knees because you are so sad that I would do that to you and so hurt and so hurt. I just won't ever understand. It's like I don't get it. It's like guys will date girls and they don't even ask them to be their girlfriends and then they get upset when they're not acting like a wife. Like what did you do to deserve her to just obey your every command? Are you her father? Are you God? Are you trying to be like what are you trying to be? If you want to have all this crazy control over someone's life, that's not your girlfriend. That would be a pet. That is not your girlfriend. That would be a dog. You're treating your girlfriend like a literal dog that eats scraps off the floor. Okay, that's what you're treating. Like you put a collar and a leash on her. That's what you're doing when you treat a girl like this. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then girls date guys like this and then they complain and they want to know why and then they feel like they're not worthy and they don't understand like why he's not doing certain things and why he's treating her that way and why this and why that. And it's like maybe because you haven't sat alone enough to realize who you are and what your peace is like. What is your peace like? Like, I have been in a lot of long term relationships, but if I didn't spend that year, like, being, yes, I was single, yes, I was dating, like, yes, I was still going on dates, but I really did learn how to have peace within myself and solitude within myself, and like living alone as well has helped a lot with that, and just being my own emotional support system, going to therapy, going through certain things in life. It's like when you just keep, getting into these horribly toxic relationships and staying with the person until they break up with you, even though you're not the toxic one. But at the end of the day, it's like you kind of are too, because you're staying with someone like that and you have to stay with this person until they break up with you because they're actually toxic. They're throwing all the blame on you. And then they break up with you. And it's actually like, thank God they broke up with you, because if they didn't, then you would have still been with them. And then this cycle would have repeated and continued. You would have been upset again. They're getting mad at this again. They're making a big deal about this again. I'm sorry. Once someone shows emotional immaturity because they cannot handle their emotions and they can't handle like certain situations maturely by actually picking up the phone and calling or going over your house and talking to you like a grown adult, they're not husband material. They're not father material. I don't even care if they have a kid. They're not actually father material or husband material. If they act like that, what kind of example is that showing to their child? What kind of example are they showing to anybody? And they're gonna sound so stupid when they lose someone like as valuable and as amazing as you. They're gonna feel so stupid because they're gonna be like, yeah, bro, yeah, we broke up. It's like, what happened? And all his friends are going to know it was him, that he was the one at fault. His family, his friends, his buddies, they're all going to know that it was his fault. What do you mean? What do you mean you fumbled this woman? This independent, gorgeous woman that is such like a sweet soul, that has a great energy. What did you do, man? Like, seriously. And she's always going to be the one that got away. She's always going to be the one that got away. You're always going to be the one that got away. And he's going to be thinking about you when he's like 50 years old, remarried with another kid. And he's going to be like, damn, I wonder what that one girl's doing. She was so great. That's what you get. You're going to have to settle, because once you fumble a good person, once you fumble like a good woman, it's hard to come across another one. And that's the thing. You have to know in your soul and your heart that, and if you are actually a really good woman, you have to know that in yourself to be able to even attract and to even be able to like find a good man that you actually think is worthy of being with you and being near you and being in your presence. And that's why I just say, take your time. Take your time. Break up with the trash bag, okay? Break up with the trash bag, the controlling psychopath, leave him in the dirt, block their number, I don't care. Block, get rid of the location, send his shit back or donate it. You don't need it around you. Delete, throw away the letters and the cards. Get rid of anything they bought you. I don't care. Get rid of it. You don't need that energy in your house. There's certain things that if you like, you keep, whatever, and you have no like emotional like attachment to it. But most things, like their sweater, their shirt, their this or that, you throw it away, you get rid of it. You end it all there. You move on. And the reason some of you have to block, not all of you have to block the number, but most of you do, because if he texts you, it's like, oh, he texted me. He's sending me money. He's calling me, telling me he's sorry, he's crying. Really? He shouldn't even have access to you, bitch. Do you not know what he said to you last time? Do you not know what he did last time? Do you not remember in health class in high school when it showed you the cycle of an abusive relationship, and it was literally like the circle of like, they say sorry, they're forgiving, then it goes into the honeymoon phase, then he's starting to be mean again, then it goes to the abuse again, then it starts over, he's asking forgiveness, then it's honeymoon phase, then everything's good, then all of a sudden he's doing what he used to do, then he's hurting you. It's like, do you not understand? And I don't care. It's not physical abuse. Well, it's verbal, it's mental, and it's messing with your day-to-day peace and your day-to-day life. Can you imagine being with a loving, amazing, kind partner instead of the trash bag that you're with? Can you imagine that? Just imagine it for a second. Imagine that you're your dream guy, your dream person, whatever it is. Imagine him in your head and being so loving, so kind, so everything that you want him to be. Imagine a relationship with that guy and how that would feel and how that would be. And know that it's possible. And then go date your little trash bag and have fun with that. Like, I don't feel bad for you anymore. You put yourself in these situations and that's just what happens. And you go on the internet and you're commenting and you're like, oh my God, my boyfriend of like this X amount of years, like can't even do anything for me on Valentine's Day and calls me all these things and says these mean things about me. And it's just like, I don't get it. Like, why is the bar so low? Like, why? Like, not even the bar so low. Why the bar is so low? But it's like, why are so many like women losing so much self-respect? Why don't you have any like self-respect for yourself? I don't get it. I don't understand. It sucks because I just wish I could just help these people. And like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to. I know every situation is different for married with kids. Obviously, it's like way more complex, but it's like, no, you don't have to. My sister's getting a divorce and it's like, wow, like I'm so proud of her because it's like, she was married, has kids. It's like she's getting a divorce. Why? Because she doesn't want to deal with the toxic no more. Good. Yay. Round of applause. Like, you don't have to. And she's living her best fucking life. And she's so much happier, so much lighter because of it. Looks so much better too. It's like physically, like it's just like all of these things, all these changes have been happening for the better. Like it's like, yes, queen. Go back into that queen energy. We don't have time for this anymore. It's 2025. I don't want to be here at 2050 and you're married and you're complaining to me about your husband being a horrible trash bag. Seriously, like we don't have time for that anymore. Let's move on. Let's move on, please. Please, can we just move on, please? I just want anybody who's watching this who feels a certain way, or if anyone needs advice, or if anyone has any questions, or if anyone just wants to talk about their experience, please talk about it in the comments. Please email me as well. I'll put my email. It's julesonthecouch@gmail.com, but I'm going to put it in the description box, which I actually haven't before. I should do that. And just message me, email me, like, I don't know. Like, I just want to help. I just want to help because I'm sick and tired of saying this. I'm sick and tired of saying it. I'm so done. So done. Anyways, guys, that is all for today. Sorry I had to kind of yell at you and be a little bitchy, but you guys need to hear it sometimes. You guys need to be hit around a little bit. I just want to grab you and be like, this is what, do you know what you deserve? Do you know who you are? Like, that's what I want to do. Do you know what you fucking deserve? Do you know who you are? Come on, wake up, 6. I always think about that from Devil Wears Prada, Stanley Tucci. Wake up, 6. She goes, 4. He goes, oh. Anyway, If you know, you know. Au revoir. Love you.